Welcome to Cracks Country Cooking. I'm Ben. Today I'm going to show you how to make these. Delicious homemade tomato soup, bread, and grilled cheese. So in a stand mixer, we're going to add our flour, salt, sugar. Give that a little mix. And our bloomed yeast. Start this on low speed. Now we can start to add our butter. After 5 to 6 minutes, we got a nice ball of dough. This is still a little sticky, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour down. Just a little bit. Now we'll lightly grease a container and we'll place this ball of dough in there for about an hour, hour and a half. We're going to need some Roma tomatoes. We're going to half these, throw them in an aluminum pan. 3 to 4 pounds of tomato is all you need. You need a head of garlic. Cut the top off. Alright, to our Roma tomatoes, we're going to add some salt. Mix that all up. Then we're going to sprinkle in some brown sugar. About 2 tablespoons and mix that up. Now we'll put some olive oil on top of that. Leave a little bit for the garlic. Mix those up. Now I'll put the garlic, olive oil in it. Put that cut side down. Alright, now we'll throw this on our pellet smoker for about probably an hour and a half to 2 hours. Still running this expert grill that I reviewed about a month ago. It's been running flawless. I think I clean up a little bit, but that's what we're going to use to roast our tomatoes. Alright, we'll check on that in about 2 hours. Now that our dough has doubled in size, we'll lightly flour our work surface and we will degas the dough and roll it out. Get our rolling pin all set. So what I like to do is I like using a square pan because then I can just pull that out and just roll this out about ½ an inch thick and the length of our bread pan. So now roll it. Now slightly place it into our pan. Now drape a damp cheesecloth over the top. Let it rest for about 30 minutes. Alright, now we've rested it. Put it in a 350-degree oven. After 40 minutes, our bread is ready. I let it go for an hour at 275 degrees. After an hour, I bumped it up to 350. These are looking about ready, so we'll get these ready to bring in. Alright, in a large pot, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of butter. Let that melt. Once our butter is melted and bubbling, add our shallot. Let that cook down, become a little translucent. After a minute or so, add a tomato paste. Now we'll add 3 cups of chicken stock and bring to a simmer. Now this is simmering, we can start to add our tomatoes. Just squeeze them in. They should just break right apart. Head of garlic Squeeze that in. Pour the remaining juices out of that in there. Let this continue to simmer and break down the tomatoes. After a couple minutes, throw in some chopped basil, some bay leaves, and thyme and rosemary. After about 10 minutes, it's thickened up. Now we're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That'll help reduce the acid. When it foams like that, it's reacting to the acid. So don't worry, it's not going to stay this color. But it'll lower the pH. Won't give anybody heartburn or anything like that. So, alright, now we're going to ladle our soup into a food processor or a blender. Believe it or not, I don't have a blender. You want to remove your thyme, rosemary, and bay leaves. Alright, fill it till you get to the liquid mark. And let it run for a minute. After a minute, it should be pretty smooth. We're going to pour this into a bowl that has a strainer over it. That we can put the rest of our pureed soup in here. And then work it through this fine mesh strainer. Alright, once you got it all pretty much through, scrape the bottom of the strainer. Look at that, nice and smooth. We'll set that off to the side. Okay, so put our pan back over some heat. We're going to add a little bit of sherry wine. Once it starts to simmer, we can pour in our tomato puree. Some allspice. Bring that to a simmer. Once that starts to simmer, slowly pour in some heavy cream. And let that slowly simmer again. Needs a pinch of salt. The only salt we added to it was when we were roasting the tomatoes. Slice into our bread, about the middle. That looks pretty good. All right, let's make our grilled cheese. Time has come. Let's plate our soup. Alright, so now I put some heavy cream into a squirt bottle, and we'll just do this. Place some basil in the center. There you have it. It's time to try it. This looks so good. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's better than anything you can get out of a can. Christ. Gotta try it with some grilled cheese, right? Nice and crunchy. Let's see if we'll do it. Yeah. Right there, boys. Cold, rainy. Is there anything better than this? Grilled cheese, tomato soup, so iconic this time of year. Autumn, getting cold out. I think it was 50 degrees for a high today, rained all day. My word, this is so good. All right, that's our video. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Watch our past videos. We got more videos coming out every week. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Go to crackscountrycooking.com. We got recipes, spices, rubs, all sorts of stuff on there. All right, see ya. It's dinner time.